Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever one of those applies to you at this current point in time. Some of you folks may remember or recognize the black Chevy Tahoe with the shiny wheels. It was here not long ago for an inspection, and we had located an oil pan leak. And the customer wants to have me repair the pan gasket and button up the leak, but while I'm in there, they would also like the oil pump replaced. Now that's kind of a separate job, so I'm gonna have to pull the pan down and I'm gonna have to pull the timing cover off just to get the oil pump off, because it's part of the timing cover, or it's under the timing cover area. So while I'm in there and while all that stuff is apart, I'm also gonna toss a timing chain in this. Having said that, time is of the essence. My time is valuable, your time is valuable. So without any further ado or introduction, let's get this bad boy into the shop and get to work. Tahoe powering down. Pew. Tahoe moving back up. I think I'll do the pan gasket replacement portion of this repair first. And once this pan is removed, we'll let this thing back down and go up under the hood and start pulling the timing cover and whatnot off. That'll be my plan of action. Why won't you come out? Like I said earlier, the reason that we're doing this is because of this oil leak right here, which is coming from up here, and there's some on the other side over there on the driver's side. And like I mentioned, the customer would like the oil pump replaced also. Okay, we're done draining oil. Let's put this plug back in and get this pan removed. Now, many of you have seen this type of operation before, so I'm going to move along rather quickly on this particular aspect. So we're starting here on the driver's side, and I'm going to start pulling all the oil pan perimeter bolts out. Wow, those are freaking tight. Yeah, like I said last video, this job had been done before. Wow, but this pan obviously is still leaking. And now I'm starting to see why. Hey, that one came out. All right. Okay, I flipped you guys around a little bit. We're looking at the oil filter, the block off plate for the cooler lines that are optional on some models, and this little plastic thing. I need to get this bolt out right here behind the plastic thing. I should have used proper terminology, which would be bell housing cover. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. That's tight. Okay, let's move up front. There are more bolts over here to play with, but I need to slide this out of the way, this wiring harness. Now I can get to these two front bolts, again with my extension. I may end up having to unbolt the power steering rack. Oh, come on. Manual clicks, manual reverse click. We've just got too much torque and that extension is too long. Oh, wow, that's tight. Come on. Might as well go in there and get this one too while we're here. Okay. Alright, now that I have the bolts loose, I can take the bolts loose. Okay, look at here, we can see the fresh silicone right along here on the front of the cover. Okay, moving on, more bolts. This side, we're on the passenger side now. Let's move that bracket. There's a bolt behind it. Let's get that next. One more over here. And then we're on the move again. Scoot you guys up and in, and we have another bell housing cover right here. I am ahead of myself. I have to pull that starter out. Yeah, I'm so far ahead, I'm behind. Look at that. Let's see how tight these bolts are. I bet they're stupid tight. Oh, nope, not even. Loosey-goosey. That's great. All right, starter motor. Coming with me. It's not really going very far. I'm just gonna pull it out enough to get this plastic cover out of here. Then the starter can just relax and stay right about here. Seems like a good spot, because I really only need to get to this last bolt here. All right, moving back. Ah, flashlight hit me in the face, like in the eye. That was awesome. Yeah, it was this one. That was like attack of flashlight gravity. Anyway, as I was saying, we're moving back over here again. We've got 2 more bolts that go through the bell housing into the pan, and those are the last 2 holding the pan in. Whoa! It's coming right for me. What is this? A bunch of crap. Well, the pan's loose. Oops. Exxon Valdez in the making solved this problem very easily. There we go. Okay, next on my list, I need to remove this cross member because the pan can't come down enough to be removed. So we've got 4 bolts, 2 on each side. Those come out next. Loud noise this morning. Down, 2 to go. All right, cross member, come on out. Come out. Got it. So it appears that I do have a functioning memory. I will not be able to get this pan out due to this line right here. You see the last guy already bent it, so I'm trying to sneak this out. So I need to unbolt this power steering rack and just kind of let it dangle down some to give me some clearance here. That operation will be achieved from the front side again. We've got 2 big bolts here and then 1 down in that hole right there. Maybe 2. Yeah, there's the second one. All right, let's get these little 18s first. There's 1. Other one's inside of that hole right there. All right, let's get the big 24s next. This one here. That was loud. All right, steering gear moved. Okay, back around back. Let's pull the pan down. She's free and loose. Alrighty, so closer inspection here, and we can see we do have a new perimeter gasket, newish. It's blue, that's how you can tell. Here's our oil pickup tube. There's the bottom of the dipstick. This plate here is called a windage tray, and that is designed to keep oil from splashing up and contacting the crankshaft, thus robbing the engine of potential horsepowers. Alright, utilizing my miniature pry bar, let's go ahead and separate this gasket from the block. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as all that silicone lets go, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're good here. Come out. Oh, sorry. Punched you fellas in the face. Again, okay, we're all done down here for now. Let's get back up top and start pulling the engine accessories off and get this timing cover and pulleys and whatnot removed, because the oil pump is back behind all of this good stuff. So we need to get in there next. Tahoe coming down. All the way way down. Okay, first of all, goodbye engine cover. To remove the intake tubing. Come here. Got her. The serpentine belt is next on my hit list. Real super duper easy. Probably not 100% necessary, but we're gonna remove this pulley for fun. It was worth it just for the reverse fix. Okay, next I'm busting out the coolant evacuation machine. I'll try it here at the overflow tank first, just to minimize potential spillage. Hey, it's working. Negative. It was working a little bit, but not enough to actually extract any of the coolant. Now we're moving along. I'll be right back. Okay, I have enough coolant removed where we can start pulling these water pump bolts out. There are 6 of them, 3 here and 3 over here. Okay, let's get our first set out right now. We need a running start on that one. Aha! There's our first 3 bolts. Ding, bolts are done. 3 down, 3 to go. I know I'm being a little rough with this thing. Whee! You can't do that, you ruin the block. Never ending. That was a satisfying crackle that it made. All right, and I'm just gonna kind of sling this thing over here to the side. We don't need to pull it all the way out. We'll stick it over here and hold it up with a bungee cord. Let's see, we'll pop these old gaskets out of here. Not without a mini pry bar. And numero dos. Come here. Alright, well, sooner or later, this crankshaft pulley / harmonic balancer needs to come out, so let's see if I can't get the bolt out right now. Yes, says I. That's nice. AC belts are stretched to fit. You'll notice an absence of a tensioner. So that being said, since these are stretched to fit, I won't be able to reuse it. So I'm just going to remove it the easy way with my knife. We have a sensor and its corresponding cover / guard. Pull that guard off. Is there another bolt? Feels like it. There is another bolt, but it's behind the crank pulley. I'll have to pull this pulley off first before I can get this little cover guy out of there. Okay, moving back up for the crankshaft pulley. All right, up from the bottom side. First things first, we need to get... No, maybe not. Maybe I got space. Hang on, let me pause. Okay, now we've got a decent view from the front of the crank pulley here. We can see our crankshaft here, and then the pulley is pressed over the snout of the crank. And we need to pull that off. Now there is a flat behind this flange right here, here, and here. I'm going to install a puller that's going to grab onto those flats, press against the crankshaft, and it's going to pull the pulley off of the crank. That's the idea. Now let's see it come to fruition, so to speak. These are always fun to get installed. They don't cooperate very well because they're very flippity floppity. I think I got it. No, I thought wrong. All right, now I think I got it. Let's run down the center threaded rod, and that's gonna press against the snout of the crank. It's gonna pull this pulley off. No, don't turn. That's not what I said we were gonna do. And I'm commanding the universe at my will this week, so no screwing around. That was bolt gravity. Yeah, it's coming out. This is taking too long. Aha! Got it. Here's that other bolt that I was trying to get a hold of. Here, let's unconnect this guy.
Here's brand new 10 to 12 wheels in front.
Wire. Oh, another one. It has deceived me. Yeah, let's get these sensors out of our way right now. Unclickage. Ah, that's freaking tight. That's the reason I busted out the little wobbly. And we're gonna have to convert that to a super extended wobbly. I think I can get that guy out of here without taking the compressor and compressor bracket off. I don't want to do all that. So if I can get away with it, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I got it loose. Kinda. Doo-doo. Oh, binding. Still binding. I have an idea. Haha, come here. I win. Hey, there's one. I missed that one. Buzz that out. I think there's just like 3 or 4 left at the top, so let's just finish it off. Bolt gravity. Got it. Twice. Got it. Fell right into my lap. Okay. Oh, that one didn't fall. It's over here. Got that one too. Okay. I think that's all the bolts for the cover. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and get this guy out. This may be the first time I took a timing cover out on one of these from the bottom. Hey, there's the goods right there. Alrighty, next is going to be this oil pickup tube. It does have a nut that bolts into the windage tray in the back. You see back there? We're going to go ahead and pull that out. I think that's the right one. Yeah, there's 2. Got it. It's over here to your right. we've got the one bolt that holds the pickup tube to the oil pump. Let's get that out. It's a unique bolt, so we're going to make sure we don't forget where that came from. And let's get the tube out. Here she comes. Okay, now that the pickup tube is gone, we've got 4 bolts holding the pump in. Let's lose those. Again, I want to put these bolts back where they came from, just in case there's a difference between these particular bolts and others of a similar size, because most of these are all the same size. It could be the same bolt, same part number, etc., but I don't care. These are going back with the oil pump. All right, pump. Pump just slides off. You can see its drive gears right here. That is also run off of the timing chain sprocket. It's pressed onto the crankshafts now. Okay, let's get out of here. It's kind of a dungeon under the front of this thing, and let's move back up top. We need to rotate this assembly around in order to get the timing marks lined up properly. And I'll do that by turning the crank with the crankshaft bolt. All right, let's get this thing turned around. I see one mark right here, but I don't know where the mark is on the crank pulley just yet, or the crank sprocket. And I still don't see the mark. It should be right here on one of these teeth. Try to figure out how to get these marks right. We're getting somewhere. I see one right here. Yeah, here's the Woodruff key. Here's a dimple right there. So we're gonna line this one straight up. We'll line this one straight up. Here's the other mark. Okay, that's how this goes. Yep, there's the mark there. There's the mark there. All right, let's pull this VBT sprocket slash camshaft sprocket off. Then we can change the chain and the guide, because I did get a guide in the kit. Pull you back out. Doo-doo-doo. Give that a wiggle. It has achieved freedom. Now we're going to be reusing this piece here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Here she comes. Hey, and the guide already fell apart. Okay, here's our new unit. It's actually a tensioner, not a guide. This thing is spring-loaded, and it's held into place with this little grenade pin right here. So once the chain is set up, we pull that pin, and that will apply some pressure to the chain, keeping it tight on its slack side. Pre-clicks and actual clicks. These are going to be soft clicks, so you guys might not hear them. Very good. One more. All right. Okay, I have the new chain hung on the sprocket. I'm gonna go ahead and slip this on. Taking care to attempt to maintain the proper orientation here. I may have to adjust it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust this somehow, some way. There's that flashlight again. Here, change of plans. Having a hard time getting this chain past the guide right here, so we'll do that first. There, got her. Stay. Okay, now let's get this sprocket in. Let's see, get the gears on the chain. I'm failing. Come on, sprocket, you're up. Is this thing gonna fit? And I am a tooth off, maybe 2. back it out and try it again. Let's see. I think I'm one tooth off. Try it again. Half a tooth off. So there we go. Come on, go in there. I feel the pin, it's like right there. There we go. Caption. That's fantastic. Put our bolt back in. We need that. Okay, threads are started. Good. Very good. This makes me happy. Okay, let's just tighten up the crank ever so slightly in its direction of rotation. That way it has no slack on the tension side of the chain. Barely moved, so we took out any slack that might have been there. Let's recheck the marks. Right here on the top, we've got a little mark pointed straight up. That's where we left it. Okay, right here on the top, we've got the vertical mark pointed straight up, right where we left it. And down here, I hope you guys can see, there's the little dimple right there. Again, pointed straight up, right where we left it. The chain is good. Let's pull the pin. Fire in the hole. Nothing happened. Look at that. Okay. Need my bolt back. Let's get that out of here. Tool malfunction. The button was not fully depressed. Alright, let's go ahead and get this gasket surface cleaned off. You know the drill. Make it nice and shiny so our new gaskets don't leak. That's not gonna work. Another! 1, 2, stretch can. Get all the junk out of here. And we'll give it a good wipe down with a towel. And then I can get the timing cover back on. Come here. Looking good. There we go, nice and shiny. All right, time to get the new oil pump installed. This is a milling unit. It's supposed to be a high volume pump. This is what they have chosen, and that is what I will install. But I need to line up the little grooves first. Let's try that. Not yet. There we go, that's it. 4 bolts. We'll run those down and apply some actual clicks to them. Get in there. Pump is seated. Newton meters, here we come. I believe that's 18 foot-pounds of torque. Clickage. Yep. One more. go. Now that the oil pump is in, we can get the timing cover in. This is a new cover with a, let's see, a new gasket. You see it right here on the back side. I've got all the bolts already set up. I've transferred over the BBT solenoid, I think that's the solenoid, and the camshaft position sensor. Oh, you know what? I've got to take this one out. This is that goofy, awkward one down in the corner. I'll do that one last. Okay, cover's in position. Let's just get a couple of the bolts lined up, and then we can run all these down. Ow, scraped my finger. That hurt. Yeah, we're good. No worries. As always, I'm going to get them all started first before I apply any torque to any of them, thus preventing alignment issues. There we go. Let's run them down most of the way, and then I'll get that sneaky guy in. Oh, how fun! We took this out from the bottom. I'm gonna put it back from the top. Okay, those are mostly in all the way. Let's get this little troublesome sneaky guy in there. This might be harder than I anticipated. No, we're good. This is gravy. There we go. Kind of spoke too soon. Oh, that hurts the flanges. Okay. Click. Wonderful. We're looking for 12 Newton meters of torque here. That one, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Actual clicks complete, almost. One more. Good. Get that sneaky one to approximately 12 Newton meters. Yeah, I think that feels good. All right, everybody, we're about out of time for this one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring this particular video to conclusion because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna break this one up into 2 parts. So tomorrow morning, when I come back in and we get started, we're gonna get this water pump on. We'll get all the coolant hoses on, and we'll go back down below for the bottom of that oil pan and the pickup tube. Oh, I can't forget the crank pulley. That should be fun to press on. So that being said, I will see you guys on the next one, on the conclusive part 2. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy my videos. If you do enjoy my videos, please feel free to communicate that to me highly effectively by tapping that like button down below. And most importantly, do not forget to have yourself a great day. See you guys later. Bye. End of transmission.